Matt Stepp with Dave Campbell's Texas Football here at the Kilgore 7-on-7 state qualifying tournament. I'm here with the head coach of the Lindale Eagles, Coach Chris Cochran, as his Eagles get ready to play today. Coach, appreciate you taking a few minutes to chat with us on this beautiful Saturday morning in East Texas.
It's awesome. We're glad to be here.
I appreciate you not bringing the humidity out today. I know we've had a lot of rain out here, but it's a nice morning. Good for some football, right?
It's been really nice the last several days, so we're excited about getting to be here and compete. And like you said, good weather to do it in.
Now, obviously, when we talk about this every year. 7-on-7 is not real football. We don't have a lineman out there. You got some good linemen there in Lindale this year, but you got some good skill kids as well. What do you want to see out of your guys today? And when you're watching 7-on-7, what are you looking for?
Just an opportunity to compete, at a high level. When you come over here, you know that, this is going to be a field of really good football teams, well-coached football teams, very athletic football teams. So, we haven't done any 7-on-7. We've practiced and, during the period, and our kids play after school, but really it's an opportunity to go against somebody else in different color, So, we'll see what it looks like, but want to see our guys compete and fight through. I think I'll probably tell you this every year, I want to see us fight through adversity. You want to see how guys are going to respond, and because that's the game of football.
And that helps you identify leaders, right? Because guys who are picking their teammates up when things don't go well, those are guys that you can identify and maybe rely on when the pads come on, right?
That's exactly right. And we've got some experienced guys. A year ago, you weren't real sure because there's a lot of young skill, and so we've got some good skill guys coming back, and so we want to see those guys, how are they going to, respond, and how are they going to, like you just said, how are they going to pick that guy up?
Sure.
How are they going to help them fight through something? How are they going to figure it out? We're not on the sideline with them. So how are they going to figure things out kind of on their own, and what kind of, do they understand our concepts offensively, defensively to, get guys coached up. So it's really good leadership opportunities.
Now you mentioned you guys aren't on the sidelines, UIL rules. You guys are cheerleaders here in the end zone. How every coach handles 7-on-7 a little different. How are you when it comes to 7-on-7? Are you pretty relaxed, or are you kind of intense and hanging on every play because you want your kids to do so well? It's funny watching the head coaches because there's two different schools of thought there.
Yeah. Well, I want to say, like, I was driving up to the school today. All right, I need to just be calm. I just need to relax and let these guys figure it out. And so my goal when I'm sitting over here is to just like chill out and watch. I feel like every time I say that, it gets pretty dang intense, and
well, you're a competitor, right?
That's exactly right.
And so the kids are wearing shirts that say Lindale or Eagles on them, so you're competitive.
You want them to compete at a high level. You want them to understand what we've been coaching during the period, the last month, and so you want them to go compete and make plays. And honestly, like, we love these guys. And so it's like, you want them to go do well, and they want to do well. So it's all of that, wrapped into one thing, and, and it does get intense because we are competitors, but my goal is to kind of chill, but I know it probably won't, I know it won't work out like that.
All right. Now looking ahead of the fall 2025, obviously we all know District 9 4A Division I is one of the toughest in the state. So many good football teams that don't make the playoffs in that district. But your ball club specifically, you mentioned you got some experience back in the skill spots. I think you got experience back at all levels. What's your read on the ball club this year? What are some areas where you feel like you're going to be strong, and maybe some areas where, hey, we still need a couple of guys to grow up and mature and have a good summer?
Yeah, as far as our strengths, we really feel good about the defensive front. We've got guys coming back on the D line. Caleb Walker leads that, and Camden Beeson played for us a lot as a sophomore. He started every game, all 12 games for us. And so we like our linebackers. So we feel like our front is going to be really, really good. Want to stay healthy, obviously.
Never have too much depth, right?
That's exactly right. So I like our experience as far as I would list that as a strength because we played 13 sophomores and 3 freshmen last year. So that's a good thing as well. As far as, what we lost our offensive line coach, Coach Offer went to Livingston to be the offensive coordinator there. So we've got a really good coach coming in, and we're excited about that. But you want to make sure those guys gel the right way. The offensive line, we lost a few critical ones, but we've got some good young ones coming, So offensive line, just want that to gel the right way. And then in the secondary, we're trying to kind of figure out who goes where. We've got pieces. We're just trying to figure out who goes where. And then I would also say in the kicking game, we lost our kicker, Seth Baggett, who had been with us for 4 years. So
that's a real luxury at 4A, right? Have a strong
it truly
kicking
is. He's the guy that kicked it in the end zone. And so, that's going to be tough to replace too.
All right, final question for you. It's been a nice spring for Lindale athletics. I'm sure you're very proud of your guys.
Yes.
You guys won the state championship in boys track.
Yes.
I know you're proud of your track coach and your kids there, and your baseball team. You're actually going to leave a little early to go watch Game 3 in the baseball playoffs in round 2. Overall the athletic program at Lindale, how proud of you and how excited are you about the success you've had this spring?
Yeah, it's been a really good spring. We won a regional championship in powerlifting, won a regional championship and state championship in track, and also we're going to compete. Our O-line and D-line kids, they're competing in the Lineman Challenge today too. So you want to go win that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if we will or not, but we hope so.
Sure.
And so, just so proud of the way our kids work, and the way our coaches hold them to a standard. And, our coaches pour so much in. I think we have the best coaching staff in the state, and I'm just so proud to get to work with those guys. So, it really starts with them and the kids and the way that our kids approach work every single day. So
you were pretty fired up down in Austin last week, weren't you?
I was. That was a cool deal.
Yeah. Where'd y'all have the post-game celebratory meal at?
Torchy's Tacos.
Torchy's Tacos.
Yes,
there you go. All right. Well,
that was it. It was fun.
Chris Cochran, fan of Torchy's Tacos and the head coach of the Lindale Eagles. Coach, appreciate your time. Enjoy watching your kids compete today, and good luck to your baseball team today.
Thank you very much. Appreciate
Thanks, Coach.
you, Matt.